Afternoon.
You had a bunch of guys working at punt returner the other day. How soon do you have to sort that out? Is Holloway sort of the top guy after finishing there last year? Do you have other options this year?
Well, we love what Tucker did. I mean, Tucker had a great second half of the season. It says a lot to be a true freshman, to come in and take on that role, which is a big responsibility. So we're certainly looking at him to play a pivotal role there. The addition of Jalen Lane, who's been a nationally ranked punt returner, certainly puts us in a good spot. A lot better spot than we were this time last year.
Stu, how do you envision using Cole Beck and that natural speed he has there on specialist? You can probably use him in a variety of ways.
I envision him running down the football field like the 100 meters. I envision him playing as fast as he possibly can, which will make him the fastest guy on the field, I believe, every time that he's out there. We've got where we're working with Cole is teaching him the techniques to get in the open field so he can use his speed. Being really good at releases, really good with his hands, understanding pad level, understanding footwork, really trying to hone in on the little things that can help him get to where we want him to be a little bit quicker. And he's been great. He's working very hard.
Questions, Coach? Go ahead, David.
Do you see him Do you see Beck in the return game as a returner, even though with a backlog there, or do you see him more as there on coverage units?
Yeah, he'll get an opportunity at kickoff return. He's been working that quite a bit in this camp. He returned for us last year in the last game against Liberty. He was back there and returned some for us. So yeah, he'll certainly get an opportunity back there as well.
Other questions for Coach?
What have you seen in John Love kind of at that kicker spot, and what are your expectations for him?
Well, we love John's approach, his mental approach. He's very even keel. He has his approach physically, the way that he attacks the ball is extremely consistent. John hits a straight ball. I don't know how much you play golf, but if you're going off the tee, if you can hit it straight off the tee, you got a chance. And John doesn't spray the ball very much. He's very consistent in hitting the ball straight down the field. It gives us an opportunity, and he's got the right mental approach that we're looking for.
Stu, changing it up to the tight end room. Mm-hmm. You got Nick Gallo there, veteran guy. How has he looked so far, and is Daquan Wright back healthy now after, I guess, dealing with a minor setback in the spring?
Yeah, the tight end room is doing very well. Our focus has been on playing with better technique, fundamentals, really playing in a physical way. Nick is leading that and has had a very good camp so far. Daquan is doing very well and really working hard to improve in those areas. He's a special talent. Benji Gosnell's back and playing well. Harrison St. Germain. We've got several guys that are really doing a nice job in camp, and a lot of it, they see Nick. Nick's a guy that's played a lot of ball here. Is a very talented player. Goes about his business the right way. We talk a lot about he practice like a pro, carries like a pro. Nick's got that figured out. So it's a huge plus to have him back.
You mentioned Benji Gosnell. Obviously, torn ACL, was dealing with that last year. What have you seen from him coming off injury, especially four-star recruit, a lot of pedigree with him?
Benji is, when he puts it together, he's the total package. I mean, the guy can block, he can catch. He's a very good pass protector when we ask him to do that. He's got size, he's got speed. So Benji is certainly gotten back. He worked really hard to get back early. Was able to come out in spring and play well, and he's just continued down that road. So we're very excited about Benji.
Front row, David, down here.
What have you liked in Peter's maturation at punter? What have you seen from him and his development over the summer? And what do you like about where he stands, so far in fall camp?
What I love about Pete is what I love about most of our guys. I mean, they want to be better. I think Pete felt like that he could have been better last year in terms of giving us location and hang time, and he's really worked hard on that. Just as I feel like Justin Pollock feels like he could have been more accurate with the snaps and thus could have helped Pete. And Justin's had a great camp so far. And we got a great competition at punter right now. Nick Velsistis is extremely talented. So is Bryce LaFollette. We got three guys that are really battling right now, and Pete's leading the way and has the upper hand as far as experience. But I like his approach every day. He's very mature and really is working to get back to where he knows he can be, and we do too.
Last one in the room for Tim, and then we'll go to Zoom.
You guys brought in a long snapper in Griffin Armstrong. What have you seen from him, and then also some of the returners, especially Justin Pollock?
Accuracy from Griffin. He's accurate. Snaps a very catchable ball. Christian Epling is very capable as well. So three talented guys there. Kyle Lowe we didn't talk about, but Kyle's a weapon kicking the ball off, and his place kicks are really good. So we got competition everywhere. Returner wise, I mean I like having a running back there because a guy can break some tackles when we're not going to block them all. So we'll work several guys there. We haven't gotten the return phase and kickoff just yet in camp. Focus has been more on punt return, but it's coming. It'll be here in the next few days.
Let's go out to Zoom for a couple questions. On Zoom, just please open your question with your name and media outlet, and we'll start with Tim, please.
Tim Sullivan with hockeyhaven.com. You guys blocked just one special teams play last year from the opposition. With a year of experience in Blacksburg and getting ready for all these things, do you feel like you'll have the opportunity to, at least when you do go after a kick or a punt, to send it home a little bit more frequently?
Yeah, Tim, that's been a big emphasis this summer. We're able to work with the guys in the summer more than we have in the past. So that's been a big emphasis for us. What's going to help us more than anything is our team speed is better. We have our overall team speed. We're adding a lot of young guys, some of the transfer guys. So that's something that we always want to pressure kicks. We always want to make it tough on the guy back there. Whether we're blocking it or we're setting up the return, we want him to feel our presence. So yeah, that's something that we're working hard at.
Last question on Zoom, we'll go to Colby.
Hey, Coach. Colby Crawford, VT Scoop. You obviously had mentioned Cole Beck. You want to see him at gunner. Was there anyone else that you've been working at gunner? Like maybe I remember Fontel Mines. He referenced Xavier Turner Bradshaw. Maybe at that position. Anyone else there?
Yeah, I call him XTB. He's got a long name, so I try to shorten it up. But he's done really well, man. That guy's quick. He's hard to get a handle on. He's hard to get your hands on. I tell you, the guy that just shows up, and he did last year in the games and showed up this year so far in camp, is Jalen Jones. JJ is very talented in space, really plays reckless, which is what you want at that position. But, in truth, we've got, Nazir Peoples has done it a bunch. Stroman's really good at it. What we're looking to do is have about 8 guys that are really hard to handle in the open field, and we feel like we're well on the way there.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Thanks, Coach Holt. Appreciate it.
That's it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, it was easy.